Chicken fried steak's coming along just fine. And hobo stove over here is looking pretty strong to work on our gravy. Hi friends, hey, welcome back to the Expeditionary Johnny channel. Hey, if you're new to my channel, you'll see here that the theme to my channel is to help remove obstacles to getting outdoors. Typically that could mean things like time, ideas, or maybe equipment. Today we're talking about ideas and equipment. So my good friend Jamie from Lower Michigan Adventures put out another challenge. It's another long one. Jamie, I love you, but dude, we got to shorten these up. This is the Twig Stove Camp Cooking Challenge. I believe I got it right. Please check the description below. All right, so this challenge is all about taking a twig stove, like something like this, or maybe your Firebox, and cooking up a meal. I like this challenge because this takes me back to how I got started and helped me choose the equipment I currently use. All right. So when I first got started with my channel, I was running an outdoor skills 4-H club, and I knew finance was an obstacle. So I was making a bunch of DIY stoves for the kids so they can get introduced to the outdoors. One of the first was this twig burning stove. What I did was I took a soup can, I drilled a bunch of holes in it, and then this one is like a Progresso or Alpo can. Drilled a bunch of more holes into that. This fits nicely inside of this. And the idea is you put a bunch of twigs in here, you light it up, and then you take a shorter can here. I believe this is from like some canned seafood. That, after you drill a bunch of more holes on there, it rests on top, and then you can feed your twigs into there. This was a great learning experience because it taught me what I don't like and what I do like. The trouble with this type of stove, it was kind of top heavy, it doesn't breathe enough, and so it was almost impossible to boil water. You really have to get it just right. So I currently own 2 twig burning stoves. Well, technically, 1 stove, 1 kettle. So I'm going to start this cook with using the Kelly Kettle. This is a twig burning stove of sorts. You can add this hobo stove attachment if you want. I typically don't use that because it doesn't breathe much like the DIY one, but it's great at boiling water. So let's get that started. All right, so while the Kelly Kettle boils our water, let's go ahead and get started on stove number 2, the Firebox. All right, so the Firebox is my go-to stove because it packs up next to nothing, and it's a bit more multifunctional. And we're going to be cooking our meal with this one. And I'm going to show you why I really like this one, because the Firebox stove is really good at primitive fire. So if you have to do bow drill or maybe like solar fire today, like I'm doing today, you can get a fire going without any real fuel starter. All right, so we've already got our bird's nest. I've got a bit of charred punk wood that I made a while ago. Let's add that to our bird's nest. All right, let's not be stingy. Let's add quite a bit. Let's swing around to see if I can record this. Well, Kelly Kettle's done. Let's get our mashed potatoes started and I'll come back to this. Let's take our kettle off the stove here. What you do is take off the lid, take your chain around the back, grab the handle, pull it off like that. That way you don't burn yourself. And we're going to make some mashed potatoes. We're going to pour that into our Stanley 2-man cooking bowl. All right, add a cup of boiling water. We'll give that a stir. We're going to let that sit for a minute or two. So we take the rest of our boiled water, add it to our canteen cup, and I've got my gravy for our chicken fried steak, so I'll drop that in there. I'm going to place that on our hobo stove. We're going to let that simmer a while we get our fire going on the Firebox stove and cook up our chicken fried steak. Okay, let's light up our charcoal. See that? That's nice and lit. Alright, got our smoldering char. Let's go ahead and make a flame. Alright, so let's go ahead and fold this up into a taco. So the wind is coming towards me. Alright, so I'm going to let the wind blow into the charred punk. Let that blow into our bird's nest, and that should get us a flame. Alright. Let's go ahead and encourage it along. Alright, we have flame, and let's add that to our firebox. Woo! Let's go ahead and put some twigs in it. Alright. Tell you, making fire and catching the right angles, kind of tough to do. Alright, let's change the angle a little bit here. Let's add a few more twigs. Alright. Alright, and let's move the camera. Chicken fried steak's coming along just fine, and hobo stove over here is looking pretty strong to work on our gravy. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. All right, our water's boiling, so our gravy will be ready any minute now. Okay, let's start piecing our meal together. We got our chicken fried steak. Let's add our mashed potatoes to it. All right, let's grab our gravy pack out of our boiling water. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy open. Now let's apply to our food. And now our taste test. Gotta get some mashed potatoes to go with our steak. You know what's good, folks. All right, well, that brings us to the close of another video. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I hope this has given you a bit of an inspiration to try different things. You know, try different equipment, try different trails, try different meals. I mean, it's when you get outdoors, there's really no going wrong with that, okay? Please also check out my friend Jamie at Lower Michigan Adventures. He's got a nice Facebook group with a bunch of other people that's interested in getting outdoors. He's always putting out challenges just to try to get us thinking about doing different things. All right, well, once again, take care, and y'all have a great week. Bye.